So what's the latest and greatest with Steel Toe you got, Frog?
Well, he did a members only show the other day, so I thought I'd cut up a little package of that and show everybody what you get if you pay the $5 a month. He does an extra hour per week. So if the 4 hours in the morning and the 3 hours in the afternoon weren't enough for you, you can get an extra hour every week.
4 hours? It's 5 hours in the morning now.
Well, I love that he does 8 hours for free, and then if you pay, you get 1 hour.
Right.
That's cool.
Here's the thing, as I've pointed out before, and the same thing holds true with this members only episode. If you go to his Rumble, you do not have to be a member. I'm not a member of his channel, and there it is. I mean, you can just go watch it. So I'm not quite sure about that. But so here you go. Some Steel Toe members show.
Very nice.
Okay, I told you that there would be a members show today, and there is. I just figured I should do it now that camping's done and I got around to golfing before it turns 90 some odd degrees.
It's crazy how much he's adjusting the hat, the glasses, the hat. And he's constantly looking at himself the whole time.
Why is he dressed like a cop trying to buy drugs? Like he always looks like...
Gentlemen, any grass around?
Breeze. Sorry I didn't have this one like scheduled in any particular way, but it's been a crazy weekend. I fucked up the Thursday thing. And now I'm getting the members only show in. We'll talk about my weekend, a little bit about the war. Yay, war again. But we'll probably cover most of that tomorrow. And then we'll just go through the chat with you guys. And
so you have nothing prepared. This is what's great about him when he does his members only. Like we do bonus shows. I know you guys do. Like I want those to be the best shows. And that's what people pay for. When they're on our Patreon, they're paying for the bonus shows. I put a lot of effort into those. This asshole goes, give me money, and I'll come on and just tell you like what I did this past weekend, and the good stuff I'll do tomorrow on my show. And I don't know, I'll read your chat, I guess. If you guys want to talk to me,
It's like if you opened a restaurant that just served leftovers. You know what I mean? Like this is your membership show should be something where people go, this is why I'm paying. Like this was worth it. Not leftovers. Not like, hey, I'm doing my members only, I'm on fumes show.
He should call this show dumpster diving.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. Just fucking leftovers.
Thank God they bombed Iran. I have something to talk about.
What for war? What the fuck would this guy have to talk? And I like how he goes, we're saving the war for Monday. You're not good enough. Your members, you're not good enough to talk about it.
I can't wait to hear about his crazy weekend where he went camping with his family. That's got to be crazy. I can only imagine. What was there, a fire maybe? A bonfire? I don't know. Did you guys have some s'mores? Wow.
God.
Well, the great thing about war is that you can probably talk about it today, and it'll probably be around tomorrow as well to talk about. It's war. It's war.
If you would have told me Saturday that we'd still be at war Monday, I would have told you you're crazy.
War, hey, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing except content.
We'll say our goodbyes, as I promise you guys a members-only show every week where we just kind of hang out, talk about whatever. It's not like a traditional show where we get a bunch of stories together and I, the
opposite of a show.
Rhapsodize about the news.
Welcome to the weekly edition of Mailing It In, guys. Thanks for signing up.
This is more just one-on-one with the paying customers. And I understand we're not going to have as many people live on this one as we normally do because I'm just randomly showing up. But it's been a busy week, or a busy weekend.
Well, do you think part of this like bottoming out is in his head? He knows there isn't going to be any super chats, so he's like,
yeah, you're right. What am I even doing here? This is a waste of my time. But he's so focused on numbers. He's getting crazier and crazier with numbers. Yeah, he can tell you how many viewers he has, how much money he made, and he's breaking down the money by Venmo versus PayPal, and then he's breaking down the number by this guy gave me that much money, and this guy gave me this much money, and in the afternoon we made this much, but that helped for the morning show because we needed this much money. And then he goes on this shit, he goes, I know there's not going to be a lot of people watching this. Like he's like already coping about having shitty numbers.
Yeah, him with numbers is like when you used to go get a soda at 7-Eleven. You just used to hit every single one in there. That's him. Well, if you combine PayPal and Cash App, then we're averaging 12 grand. You know, like all these planets have to align for his numbers to come out.
There was such a funny super chat or a chat that came in where that said that, you know, this little piggy has 12,000 views on it from this past week. Your shows don't even get close to that. And he goes, what are you talking about? If you add up all my shows, we have like 20,000 views. It's like, dude, you did 8 shows in 3 days. We did 1 show a week.
20,000 views. He'd be screaming PayPal, Venmo, Rumble rants 8 million times a show if he had 20,000 views.
Right.
Amber Alert has a good point. Look at this, the screenshot. So he's looking at Melton.
Which one?
Look that he's looking at Melton's name.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's his leaderboard. That's who's donated the most, Patrick Melton.
And of camping with the kids and the family. And then this morning I snuck a little tea time in.
Whoa.
Now I'm back home, and holy shit, it's hot. If you live in Minnesota, we've been under a heat advisory since yesterday. It's sweat sitting still weather.
It's only hot in Minnesota, by the way. So, yeah. Only if you live in Minnesota is it warm out. Idiot.
Dude, Aaron's doing a member show. Put it on right now. He's talking about weather. It's fucking amazing, dude.
It's not fun to be outside, and my lawn desperately needs to be mowed. Should have been mowed yesterday. But
who's he talking to? We're over here, asshole. Who's he looking at?
I wasn't
Thanks
here.
to a visit from
home.
some ICE agents, there's no one here to do it.
Well, I heard Slam Piece left, right? I think she's out of the picture now. Usually she'd
They
be
broke
mowing the
up?
lawn. That's what that's the rumor. That's the rumor I heard.
What?
Well, it's a rumor. Yeah,
What do you mean? What relationship expert Frog chiming in? What have you heard?
Well, no,
Let me spill the tea.
That's what people are saying.
It's tea time for me. Let's go.
We don't have confirmation of that.
Okay, thank you. Allegedly.
Like you need confirmation in this fucking world. You just gotta fucking say it. Yeah. His
So-
Slam Piece is gone.
Right. It's one thing the Dabbleverse holds off on. They wait for confirmation before they run with something.
Right.
I will get the lawn mowed tonight. I will get a show prepped this morning for tomorrow. And in the meantime, I will hang out with you guys and we'll talk for a little bit. Whoever does end up.
Cares? I mean, what a great
Thanks,
what
Bonnie.
a show.
I'm outside mowing my lawn at 2:00 in the morning. My neighbors are going ape shit right now.
You know how fast the cops will get called on somebody in my neighborhood if they're mowing their lawn at night?
After 9:00.
You know, I kind of blame Howard Stern for being the first guy. Maybe he wasn't the first guy, but he told me he was. To be the first guy who's just like, you know, I'll just talk about my life and just be relatable and just tell you what happened in my day and my conversation I had with my wife. And then everyone thinks that they're as interesting as Howard Stern is. And he can talk about fucking mowing his lawn or how long it is and when he's going to get a snack later. You're like, go fuck yourself, man. We don't care.
And that's half of the problem is, right, Howard showing that Howard being entertaining, talking about everyday shit that we all do.
Yeah.
That's a something you cannot teach, right? The other part of it is being honest on the air.
Well, I was actually just thinking that, like, Howard would come out and be like, I have a small penis, I can't please my wife. This fucking guy comes out and tells him he's killing it every day. You're like, okay, man.
I mean, you look back on it and you if you're, you know, an old school listener, you remember Howard talking about locking himself in his office, avoiding his kids, avoiding his wife, can't stand the in-laws, can't stand his boss, all the shit that everybody could relate to. The thing that I learned very quickly and blew me away was how hard it is to be honest on the air, because a guy like that has so many millions of people that are now in on his real life, that now know something that's going on. And you, on paper, it doesn't look like it's a big deal. But when strangers on the street start coming up to you and asking you questions about people in your life, it's not for everybody. You know what I mean? And it's very difficult to do.
And difficult
this guy,
on the people in your life, just like in the scene in Private Parts with with Allison, with the other women.
Absolutely. And that's, that's his thing. He dealt with it worse than anybody. But even if you're working for the guy, you're now a part of that thing. I remember going to pick up my kid from daycare, and the woman one day goes, "Oh, we Googled you." And I wanted to run out of there so fast because, it can't be good what's coming up. Can't be.
But also, if you're going to talk about your life, you have to be kind of interesting or have something going on. Like I loved Jim Norton on Opie and Anthony.
Yep.
Because the guy's coming in and he's telling you about sucking the dick of this really hot chick. And you're like, he's really into that thing. And you're like, wow, that's wild. That's a lifestyle that I'm not living. I can't relate to it anyway. I want to listen to this guy tell it. This fucking piece of shit comes out and goes, my lawn is getting long because I haven't mowed it yet. Fuck off.
He's like, you're the art, and he's just going, yeah, it's great for you guys to be here. Thanks, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, so I'm obligated to do this thing because you guys pay me money to do this thing. So I guess I'll hang out for what do I got to do, a half hour or something? So anyway, I went camping. That was crazy.
Yeah. Well, here's
tier
the thing,
2.
guys.
I'll look at you. If you guys sign up for tier 2, I will look at you.
He has the opportunity to talk about exciting shit in his life and be honest about it.
That's
he can
true.
be like, dude, I got court later. I don't know how it's going to go. The way I've been talking lately, listen, my attorney is pissed.
Right.
The way I've been babbling on my show, I don't know what's going to happen. So, fingers crossed, I might be going to jail. Let's go. Let's have fun. Is he going to go to jail?
Well, it's the thing we've always talked about with John. It's like if he didn't take it so personally, the ball busting, forget about where this thing ended up at. Just the ball busting for him was, the worst thing possible. Just breaking his balls, giving him criticism about something that he's not good at, and as if we're sitting here telling you we're perfect at everything. Far from it. But these guys can't lean into any of it. Somebody said that he was blocking people saying Melton's coming to the courthouse in his chat, and he was refusing to read super chats that mentioned it. And I was saying, this is the guy that tells you he destroys anybody that comes up to challenge him. He's the best heel in the business. This is child's play for him. None of us are a challenge. It's all a joke. And then these guys like Brennan and John and Steele, the first thing they do is they block people. They go members only, subscribers only. They run away while talking shit. It's great. And you wonder why people want to see you fucking fall. It's like...
And then you always wonder, like, do they know that we all can tell that they're full of shit? And there was a thing that came out during Hackamania. It was a private text back in December of 2023. And he's messaging April or Nick. I think it was Nick. And he says something about how his career's falling apart and the show is falling apart. And he goes on air, and you were watching at that time, and he's just like, we're crushing it. We're the best duo in all of broadcasting. April's the best. I'm amazing. You're like, okay, so he does know he's full of shit. That's good to know.
I don't know if he does or he doesn't, but I will tell you that's my favorite version of Aaron is the guy with Leslie Nielsen. Everything's exploding behind him, and he's going, there's nothing to see here. Yes. I love that. I love that.
He was talking about April back when April's on the show.
Yeah.
She's the best broadcaster. She could be doing this on her own. If she had a morning radio show, she'd be number one in the market. Fast forward to just a month ago, and he's like, she sucked. I was just pretending she was funny. I was fake laughing at her stuff. It was really cringy. Like, God damn it, Aaron.
Yeah, here's a quote. April and I should go back on radio, and we'd be 1 to 2 in the ratings.
No,
1 or 2 in the ratings. Yeah.
Well, yeah, what he says, if they both had their own morning show, they'd be 1 and 2 in morning radio ratings.
If I had a radio station, just wanted to fuck around, I would so do that in a second.
Showing up. We are going to start doing the members-only shows on Thursday for 2 reasons. Vast majority of our audience is in Minnesota, and Minnesota in the summer, weekends are lake, cabin, and camping weekends.
Okay, hold on. So he's on YouTube. Is he on the local Minnesota YouTube, or is he on YouTube that anyone can watch? How is it that you have members and you go, most of them are from here?
Well, because he had a morning show, and so when he went to the internet, because he got fired from morning radio, he had like a local audience. But that's, of course, not even close to the case now.
Right. So the 20,000 views his show gets, he only has a few people from home.
Also, the other reason why, and this is what he doesn't tell you, the other reason why he's switching to Thursdays now for these members-only shows is because he's no longer allowed to box at the gym. That used to be what he did on Thursday nights. The Safe Sport still has not reinstated him, so he's not allowed to be at the gym boxing. So now he's doing this.
And that was another thing that was like, this is going to be no big deal. He goes, this is going to be over in a couple
This was
days.
back in February, I want to say, and he goes, oh, man, I'll bang this out in 48 hours. By the weekend, I'll be reinstated. We're going on months and months.
He's the best. He's the best.
And he goes, I'm never wrong. I just heard a clip that they were playing on This Little Piggy on Friday. I wasn't able to be there, of course. I was traveling to Boston. But they played this clip of Aaron going, I'm right every time. You know, you come here, you know, it's like, I think it was Moody or something. Just like, who's right all the time? That's a crazy thing to even say.
We probably just right around like 10:30, 11 o'clock on Thursdays, we'll just do a members only show. If you pay a little extra every month, if you pay $5 a month on Rumble or on YouTube, you get to have an extra hour or so.
Again, no need to pay on Rumble.
Yep.
That's a good point, Joe. If you guys don't want to pay, go to his Rumble page. It's all available there.
And then as we dip into the archives more and more, we'll upload more Rockin' 101 stuff. I know I have a box full of cassette tapes of the old KLFD shows from like 06.
Tell me you're not as excited as I am for him to release those. Come on.
I can't wait for this. I can't wait for the cassette tapes to come out. What year was he broadcasting? 78? Why does he have cassette tapes?
This is like Springsteen releasing all those albums. It's kind of
It's like Prince's family found a bunch of shit.
I stopped using cassette tapes in the 90s. What's going on with this guy?
Guys, I found a lot of carts from 1983.
Who's a fan of steel toe and reel to reels? We found a few.
Remember, you can't rewind these, so you're gonna have to listen to the whole thing until it's over. And it goes back to the beginning. All right.
I love that he's cleaning shit out. And he's like, "Good news, guys! I found a box with cat shit in it. That'll be fun."
Blowing the dust off of the old
2013, 2014. If I could get those converted at some point, we could start putting those up there.
Yeah. How about you get a glass first, like a real glass to drink out of instead of a fucking jar? You're gonna convert cassettes to digital now. Baby steps, dude. Baby steps.
April used to pickle. You know how she'd love good pickle.
she loved pickles.
In terms of once a week members only content, there's years and years and years of Steel Toe / my content that we could end up putting up here.
Steel Toe / my content?
Steel Toe. That's his new
Steel Toe
YouTube
his
channel.
content?
That's his new YouTube channel. Steel Toe / my content.
Wait till you see what WATP and I will be bringing to the show.
/I.
Yeah.
/I.
/I.
Yes.
This hat, I just found this hat upstairs.
Yeah.
Cool
Whoa.
story.
Hey, the poor's ain't getting this story, ladies and gentlemen. If you're paying extra, this is what you're paying for right here. Dude, Aaron found that hat upstairs. Yeah. Put it on.
Look at that face. This is a guy who thinks he's hot.
Oh,
I've never made that face in my life.
I've never seen someone look at themselves so much.
Before I went camping Friday, I'm just looking around in my closet for a hat to wear. Didn't like my choices. Found this bad boy. Loved it. Got a lot of compliments on this hat, too.
You didn't.
That's something a woman would say. Yeah. How many compliments they got on their outfit.
Wow, is that a baseball cap you're wearing?
That's something his mom should have put in the note, you know. My son got a lot of compliments on his hat today.
Oh, is that an old hat with sweat stains? Cool, man.
Yeah, I can't figure out if that's a constellation behind the Vikings logo
right.
or just schmutz, just sweat.
The guy at the truck stop with his hand on top of his head going, that's a really nice cap you got on there, buddy.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he wiped up April's chest with that hat.
Rugged like a towel.
It's cum resistant.
Take it easy. Farewell. You need me more. I will be back tomorrow morning for the morning show. That's why we call it that. The morning show. Easy, everybody.
There you go.
Wow.
Leave him wanting more. That's how you do it right there. But God, can't wait for this morning show.
How about you leave him wanting something? More, anything.
Well, if you want more steel toe, good news, because that wasn't the only thing he was up to this week. Did you know Aaron knows how to change a tire?
What?
Now, was this part of his bonus material?
Wait, hold on.
Was this on his only members?
Nope.
He was donated enough money. He said he would do this if he got enough money coming in.
This is his new butter. Okay, got it.
So, talk about a racket, a scam. So, I guess somebody sent him a book called Naked Twister.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I saw a clip today of him going, $10, I'll read a sentence from the book. $20 a paragraph.
Yep.
And $50 a whole page.
Yep.
Wow.
And then he goes,
like,
oh, this is just a novel. It's just a fictional novel. It's like, yeah. What are we doing?
What do you think it was?
Yeah, right.
Professional?
But it's like negotiating with a whore. It's like you want to suck it. It's 25. You want me to, you want to put it in my
The
ass.
whore will do something you
want me to
want.
spit in my
nobody,
hand?
the whore does something you want. Nobody wants to hear him read.
Right, Mike brings up a good point. A whore is providing something you're interested in.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so show that video again. So there's a lot of debate. Okay, so pause real quick. There's a lot of debate on this little piggy about this. Do you see the wall right there? It looks like, because right now it's up on, he's got it lifted up so he can change the tire. It looks like he drove right into his garage with that. That's where his bumper would have been.
Yep.
He hit the wall.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
Literally.
For sure.
Well, maybe April hit the wall. I haven't seen her in a while, but wow, that's for sure.
That's crazy, yeah.
Or that's where he bear hugged April up against the wall.
Very possible.
It was so tight.
Maybe a little person got out of line.
Maybe one of those kids in there.
You think Stuttering John was there?
That's his entrance. That's John's personal entrance door.
Want me to pay $100? Have him close the garage door and turn the ignition on. That would be a lot.
If we make the goal by noon, then yes.
Yeah, you want to sell some memberships? There's the show. If we hit the goal, you guys, I'll let you open the door for me. Otherwise, the door stays shut. Oh, that'd be great. Combine hitting a goal in Squid Games and Saw. Oh, yes. Now we're talking.
That if you got up to, I can't even remember what the number was from this morning, but if you gifted enough subs on Rumble, you asked, would I prove that I can change a tire? Now, as humiliating as this is, I'm going to do it under protest. Because of course I can change a tire. But because one time I didn't have this goddamn thing on me, I did have to call one time and have a tire changed. So, okay, fine, here's the tire change.
He just wants to let you know he's a real man. This is the same real man who was excited about finding a hat in the closet earlier. This guy's all man.
And he got a compliment on it, too. Don't forget that.
Got a lot of compliments on it.
Big deal for him.
Video. No, I've already jacked the vehicle up. This is not a how-to tutorial. This is literally me just proving to the smartasses in my audience that pay my...
It's not smartasses. You put out an offer. You ask for money to do this. I love how he's spinning this now that the audience forced him to do this. Then do it for free if the audience is bugging you so much about it. Just fucking be honest about it.
salary.
It'd be great if he goes, I scammed you guys. I know how to change a tire. I just needed the money, you fucking idiots. Boom.
That I can actually take off and put back on a tire. This is beneath me. It's humiliating.
I wish that truck was beneath him.
Right. And this is how you know it's neither of those things with him. Because if it was humiliating and beneath him, he wouldn't be doing it. Not for any amount. You know? It's not beneath him. It's exactly what he put out there that he wanted.
I think this is resonating from Hackamania, man. I think this is, he's feeling like he's a cuck and that he's not living down that whole, I like to come off my wife's tits, so now he's got to prove to everybody.
That's kind of hard to live down.
I'm a man. Well,
But you're right.
This idiot ate dog food on his show for money. He's like, guys, listen, obviously this is beneath me. There's nothing beneath this guy at this point.
Yeah, and I think that like him bringing up that he had to call someone to help him is another cuck thing. Mm-hmm. Like people are saying you had to have a real man come over and change this tire. So he's like, I forgot this one thing. That's all. Dude, I could do it.
I can't wait to never change a tire in my life again. I don't even understand. Who cares?
Right.
Hey, call AAA. Great. They do it. It's fantastic.
My war hero neighbor, he's got one of these fucking like $6,000 sit down lawnmowers. Mm-hmm. And this guy will just come over on my lawn and do my lawn. I don't ask him. Like that's a cuck thing. Like he's showing me, he's like, I'm gonna fucking do this. And you know what? He's more of a man than me, and I'm going to let him do it, and I'm not upset about it. You do a great job. I get him a bottle of booze. Here you go. Thank you so much.
Right.
That's it.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you something, Shuli. This is an exclusive. I've never told this before. I've never changed. I know, this is a big deal. All the Clippers are watching. I've never changed my own oil. Never once. I bring it to a shop, and they do it for me. Is that crazy?
Wow.
Crazy.
What a
I know. I knew you'd say that. Say that.
Wait, you have to change your oil in a car? That's weird.
That's a real man. He doesn't even know it's done.
Yeah, I don't even know what's happening.
It's the lug nut key for the specific rims that I have is what was missing.
All right.
It's not
we know what a lug nut is.
Right. We're looking at him.
Just watch this. Watch these not come off. Watch these be
does he have it jacked up?
Yes.
Yeah, it's jacked up. You're supposed to loosen them before you jack it up.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah, he didn't do that. He's an idiot.
See. Nice and easy.
This is the Opie school of everything is content. If there's a camera on and there's audio, it's content. It's like it's not. I promise you, this is not good.
It could be if you weren't on for 9 hours a day, maybe people would be interested in seeing this side of you, right?
Right. Make it special, right.
Right.
Where'd the other one go here? There it is. Literally, this is me showing that I can simply do it.
Frog, watch the rest of this. Let me know if there's any Final Destination moment where this thing falls on his head, because I refuse to watch him change his fucking tire. Care less. Hey, thanks for watching that clip. We got a bunch more stuff from a bunch of different other shows. So if you want to support us, you want to be a part of what's happening here, subscribe, notify, and get yourself a membership. 2 levels, $5, $10. We got more bonus shows than we know what to do with. So help us out. Get in here.